At CrossFit Lincoln, our passion is positively impacting and changing lives by creating a strong, brave, healthy community through education. We talk about nutrition, fitness, mindset, and more. From the RoRoFlix studio, it's Aaron Perkypile, Phil Kniep, and Paul Konarski. All right, well, welcome to another episode of CrossFit Lincoln Connections, a name that I just made up. Doesn't really mean anything, right? But we're excited. We're here today at the Bay in Lincoln, Nebraska, as part of the Find Your Grind Career Fair that they're hosting. And thanks to Ronnie and RoRoFlix for hosting us here and letting us record some podcasts. So there might be some background noise as you're listening. Just know that if there's a lot of banging on nails and 2x4s, we're right next to what looks like a construction booth. So I'm here with Emily today, Coach Emily, Director of our Nutrition Services. And that sounds like you are the cafeteria lady.
Yeah, I'm not going to make your food.
So Emily's the Director of our Nutrition Coaching.
Yeah, there you go.
Director of Nutrition at CrossFit Lincoln. And we're going to start by talking about nutrition for recovery. It's October. Emily just posted a blog post on our website about eating for recovery and using nutrition as a recovery mechanism. So Emily, tell me a little bit more about how can what I eat or what I ingest, how can that help or hinder how I recover?
Yeah, so it's important to think about if you eat crap, you're going to feel like crap and recover poorly as well. So making sure that whole diet, everything you eat all day is full of whole foods and nutritious foods is going to help you recover for the most part. Yeah.
Are there specific foods that you would say, hey, this might be something that would be great to help with your recovery?
Yeah.
After a long workout. So let's say, let me put some context around this. Let's say that I do a 25-minute workout that is all, uses my whole body, right? I'm pretty beat up. I feel pretty tired. I'm sore. What kind of foods should I think about eating as part of that?
Yeah, well, I would get a lot of carbohydrates in. So rice, sweet potatoes, a lot of fruit. Get those in, and then with a nice, clean, lean protein. So some chicken. If you're really strapped for time or, chicken or meat's not available, you can do a clean whey protein as well.
What would be an example? What do you mean by clean whey protein?
I mean a protein that the only thing in the ingredients is whey protein. I mean, you have a lot of proteins out there that include a lot of sugar in there because they want it to taste good. So you take it, and it kind of defeats the purpose of drinking it in the first place with all that sugar.
Sure. But what if I want my protein to taste good? Is that so bad?
No, it's not bad, but I would mix it with then, in a smoothie with some fresh fruit or some sugar that you add in a fruit or a honey or something like that.
Okay, like a more natural sugar?
Yeah, more natural sugar.
Not a processed sugar?
Correct.
Yeah. Is there going to be food that's going to be more inflammatory or something that's going to actually maybe have a negative impact on my ability to recover from a workout like that?
I would say, like fats, a heavy fat food. I wouldn't eat that right after you work out. It's going to slow your digestion process and not let you absorb, the protein and the carbohydrates and stuff like that you need right away really quickly.
Sure.
So the fat will kind of clog that digestion process.
So what would be an example of some of that heavy fat food that maybe I don't want to eat right after I work out?
Like a fatty beef or steak.
Okay.
Something that's going to take a while to digest. Something that's really greasy. You don't need that after you work out.
So a burger's off the table probably?
Burgers off the table, yeah.
Hot dogs, probably shouldn't even eat a hot dog. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. Maybe just don't eat it after you work out, yeah.
Okay. What about as I'm preparing? Are there steps that I can take with my nutrition to better prepare myself for recovery by what I eat before I even start my workout?
Yeah, you can start by eating like a whole meal 2 hours before you work out. Not too close to when you work out because you might get sick, so you'll be digesting the food and stuff like that. But planning, if you work out in the evening, a really good lunch, making sure you're getting all your nutrition in at lunchtime, that's going to also play into effect for your workout and recovery.
Okay. Is everybody the same on what they should eat before and after they work out?
No, everyone's different.
So what works for you? What do you try to eat right before you work out, and kind of give me a timeline of, this is what I try to eat and how long before I work out, followed by this is kind of what I eat after I work out. What works for you?
Yeah, so I can't eat anything an hour before I work out, so it has to be, hour and a half, 2 hours before. And I try to eat some sort of fruit, like an apple or something. I just started eating some steel cut oats with bananas and Greek yogurt and applesauce and like cinnamon, a couple other things, just like mixed in a bowl, just eating that before my workout, about 2 hours before. And then after my workout is really just when I take all the good things in my house and just throw them together. So usually rice, sweet potatoes, chicken, I get some kale in there, some beets. Just
Well, I would say that if anybody watches your Instagram or your Facebook or even our Facebook page on Facebook, or just our CrossFit Lincoln Facebook page, they see Emily's weekly haul from the farmers market. So I know that your cupboards and pantry and whatever your refrigerator are full of like seasonal vegetables and things like that. Are you saying that that's kind of the carbohydrates I want to shoot for? Those kind of volume type of carbs, leafy greens and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean that you should have like sweet potatoes and rice, a carb that's gonna, get into your system a little bit faster. But as far as getting the nutrients to help your body heal and recover, yeah, you should get some leafy greens in there and all kinds of vegetables. I like to go to the farmer's market on Sunday and pick up my vegetables there. So.
Okay. Do you have any tips, just kind of offhand, but do you have any tips for how I can prepare? Because I'm usually exhausted after I work out. Do you have any tips for how I can, how I should prepare food so that I'm ready to go right afterwards? Do you chop certain vegetables up and have them always chopped up in your fridge or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a great question. Usually on the weekends, I prepare all of my food. So I cook my chicken and my rice, and so that's prepared. And then when I get my vegetables, when I come home is when I chop them all up. And that way, during the week, if I need to use some kale, throw some kale in something, it's already chopped up. That's a huge step. So when you get home from the grocery store or from the farmer's market, to sort of process your vegetables and put them in containers and get them ready for when you're going to use them is really helpful.
Sure. Another question. How long did it take for you to find out what worked for you pre-workout and post-workout?
It's taken a long time. I'm still figuring it out. I used to try to eat a little bit sooner, like right before I work out. I kind of stopped doing that. So I don't know. It's kind of a progression. I would say I've been working on it for about 3 years.
Okay.
So.
How long should I try? Like, if I was going to try to figure out what works for me, how should I, like today, should I eat 1 hour before, eat a banana 1 hour before, and then tomorrow eat an apple 2 hours before? Like, what's kind of the methodology would you suggest for how long I should try a specific maybe food and timing before I decide, hey, maybe this isn't working, let me adjust that?
Yeah, I would say for about a month. So if you work out 5 days a week, we'll say Monday through Friday, try to be consistent that whole month and see how you feel. Obviously, if you eat something and you go to work out and you feel like crap or you're throwing up, maybe it's too soon, you can make fine tweaks and stuff, but you want to be able to see how your body reacts and adjusts to things. Because at first, it might be like, oh, I'm eating something, I didn't used to eat something, I'll get sick. But once your body adapts to it and learns that you're going to have that in your stomach, it'll change.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us about nutrition recovery. Anything else you want to add? Anything specific? You're like, hey, I really want to make sure people know this.
Just try to eat whole, unprocessed foods and cook for yourself sometime.
Awesome.
Cook your own food.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of CrossFit Lincoln Connections. Thanks to Emily for being my guest today and sharing with us about nutrition. If you want to learn more about nutrition, or you're like, I don't even know where to start, CrossFit Lincoln has some coaches. We'd love to reach out to you and talk more about nutrition. Email us at info@crossfitlincoln.com, or you can even set up an in-person meeting at crossfitlincoln.as.me/no-sweat-intro. Thanks again to Ronnie and RoRoFlix for hosting us here at the Bay for the Find Your Grind Career Fair, and we'll sign off for now.
Thanks, Aaron.